This year in fashion is all about revisiting the past, looking back to the way things were, and also being obsessed with youth. There are many people wanting to look younger, modifying their bodies and desperately wanting to lose weight or look smaller. There's a rise in plastic surgery being more normalized and kind of accepted, doing all of this to maintain a youthful appearance, for example. Let me be clear, this is happening to all human beings, not just women, because we are all influenced by and craving the past. Not just in a physical sense, but also people are obsessed with youth in a way that they miss the way things were. The ease and lack of worry when you were a child. How it was so easy to simply throw on an outfit and be fine with the way you look, or having your parents pick out your clothes and dress us. Many designers are moving towards that aspect when it comes to fashion and women's wear, or nostalgia. Haute Couture Week in Paris recently ran from June 6th to the 9th, showcasing collections for the Fall-Winter 2026-27 season. Many collections had this bright, youthful vibe. Everything felt so nostalgic. There was Balenciaga blending avant-garde with elegance, Jean-Paul Gaultier and an op-art interpretation of Marie Antoinette, Robert One's Toy Story collection being inspired by childhood in space. I mean, there were literal dresses made from balloons, very different from the designer's previous, more darker collections. So how will this year's theme influence women's wear or fashion in general in the near future? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jupiter, and if you have an interest in fashion or beauty in any way, then please subscribe to my channel so we can talk about it together. Let's get into it. I'm sure you can tell by now, but let's discuss Couture Week and some of the shows I liked for this video. Women's Fashion Week and Haute Couture in Paris are typically thought to be at the highest level within the fashion industry. Both are managed by the Fédération de la Haute Couture et de la Mode. Haute Couture translates to high sewing. These are custom one-of-a-kind garments, handmade with extreme detail and high-end materials. It can take hundreds of hours to just make one piece. And in order to be considered couture, brands must be able to create made-to-order garments in an atelier of at least 15 full-time staff as well as 20 full-time technical workers. The collection must also show a minimum of 50 original designs, so only a few houses are capable and officially allowed to call their clothes couture. Starting with Matthew Blazy's Chanel, the theme was fairy tale. He mentioned how he had an interest in it as well as today's modern woman. The show had nothing to do with red carpet dressing, which you can definitely see. A lot of the pieces had a subtlety to them and it didn't give off this extravagant ultra luxe feeling that many think of when looking at couture. A lot of the looks were easy and simple to wear, making it fun for different types of women to get dressed. Very light, whimsical even. Oh my god, that word has been thrown around a lot. You can kind of see that from the opening look. A twist on the iconic Chanel tweed suit. This one is sleeveless and sheer, but still has that grid pattern, which I like. There were a lot of looks with these poison flowers placed or kind of wrapped around them. Looked very beautiful. Also, there were so many influences derived from children's stories. This Chanel woman is a moral of Jack and the Beanstalk. You know, someone from a humble background making their way to the top with instincts and wits. Blazy also mentioned having fun with other stories like Puss in Boots, Goldilocks, and The Ugly Duckling. On the other hand, there was Dior that decided to showcase youth in a different way. Like Blazy's, this was Jonathan Anderson's sophomore haute couture collection. A lot of frilled jackets with matching silk pants, skirt suits that had the relaxed and easy nature of pajama shirts. Moving away from the old corsets typically worn by old women to a new playful Dior woman. Anderson collaborated with Linda Benglis, an American artist who is known for how she blurs the line between sculptures and paintings. He previously worked with her during his time at Loewe for sculptures and jewelry. That is what brought us this iconic bejeweled top and the silver pleated fan cuff. But using Benglis' fascination with melting and manipulating materials, they were able to create these new kind of free-formed, playful pieces. Like these purses covered in antique Indian chintz, or shoes sprouting exuberantly conceptual flowers. It looked really good. Moving on, Pier Paolo Pacioli had his debut haute couture show for Balenciaga. A bright new day with a lot of huge bubbles, feathers, and very colorful. Pacioli believes that women should be crazily happy when going out, no matter the occasion, not worrying about their age. Couture is about the relationship with the people and a conversation with the body. So a lot of focus was put on shapes and fabrics. I really liked the extra wide trousers shown. It looked really comfortable. I also liked some of the pale colored looks shown throughout the show. This look here, absolutely stunning. I like the small pop of color that peeks through with the pants. The jacket is amazing. I loved a lot of the drop waist bubble skirts. overall a good show. As you can see so far, there are so many similarities between all of these fashion houses. You know, like brighter colors, giant vines, lace, surreal flowers everywhere, leaning into escapism by trying to enter these new fantastical universes. I like how many designers decided to look back to past lives, revisiting childhood stories and adding back youthfulness to a lot of the pieces. Felt more grounded, less stuffy, and more attainable, even though the clientele for collections like this are the ultra wealthy, but you get the point. A lot of science and art was also used in many collections this season, like Schiaparelli's use of 3D painting, construction, and silicone. Also, again, designers returning to floral accents, intricate botanical beading, and natural shapes. Next is Jean Paul Gaultier. The brand had a lot of these exaggerated shapes, so very playful. Many dresses with this extra fabric kind of protruding out of the front and or back, which I like. I enjoyed these deformed bodices worn where it looked like your side was protruding out. This collection was an interpretation of Marie Antoinette, again going back to the past. I really liked this gown with flowers encased in glass on the chest. The color looks amazing. Just to mention a few more designers that caught my interest, there was Standing Ground by Michael Stewart. I really liked a lot of the bodice looks with the extra fabric wrapped around the hips. Armani Privé was fine. I guess I kind of liked it. Oh, I also really enjoyed Raoul Mishra, a Delhi-based couturier showing a collection inspired by the Ajanta Cave Mountains, showcasing these Buddhist masterpieces with gray and black dresses, which was so good. Even the venue chosen for the show was very nice. So yeah, but what were your interpretations for this past Couture Fashion Week? Do you see this constant struggle to hold on to youth or looking back to the past as a good thing? Or would you rather designers focus more on new innovations, creating new things or redefining what it means to be youthful? I would love to discuss your opinions in the comments. Alright, that's it for this video. I wanted to make it quick to kind of share some of my initial thoughts for Couture Fashion Week, so I really hope you could enjoy it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And again, subscribe to my channel if you want. Also, let's follow each other on social media. Everything is at Jupiter Hurssey. I will have the links down in the description below. So yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.